Welcome to the Top 5 Go podcast. I am your host, Kevin, and I'm here once again with my great co-hosts, Chris and Aaron. Fellas, how are you guys doing today?
Pretty good.
Really good, man.
Good to see you guys. As you guys know, on the Top 5 podcast, we talk about, Top 5 Go podcast, we talk about different topics. Any topic goes. And today, we have a very special guest. She is going to be telling you her top 5 today. Everyone, please welcome Allison.
Go ahead, Allison.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Hey, good to have you here. So this week, guys, we will be talking about your top 5 bears. Everyone knows bears. Everyone sees them. They're giant. They're scary. Sometimes they're lovable, if you think about Boo Boo. They're all over the place. Bears are great. We're going to talk about bears. How do you guys feel about bears?
Pretty good. I did some research on this.
Okay.
And, I think we all have different criteria, but I'm excited to see how it all comes out.
Just like every other week, we're going to talk about the top subject. When we talk about them, we're going to tell you what our criteria is for that subject, for that week, and then we will have our own, and then at the end, we're going to compile a list of the best top thing this week. Is going to be bears. So, let's start it off. We're going to start with our guests, because we are gentlemen here.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies first,
Ladies first, even when we have guests that are guys, whatever. We start with the guests. We are very encouraging. So, Allison, what is your criteria for bears?
So, when the topic was first introduced, I had a few different thoughts because it was a little generic. So I didn't know if we were going with regular bears,
Okay.
or fictional bears, or storybook bears, or really any bears. So I've kind of made a combined effort here of multiple lists of bears. But my number 5 bear is actually just a very generic American bear. Well,
Okay.
American/European. It's actually just a very generic brown bear.
Just a brown bear.
Nice.
So I've seen brown bears, man. They like hunt for fishes.
So I did get the brown bear idea from this Disney Channel National Geographic type thing where you watch them hunt for fish and do whatnot.
I think I saw that thing.
Yeah, so they have the largest brain of any bear.
Really?
And they're actually known to use tool-like things and have certain cognitive abilities that other bears don't have.
That's pretty cool. Was it a brown bear that fell out of a tree and hit a trampoline? I mean, that seems like something.
I feel like I've seen brown bear.
That's a great video.
I feel like I saw that video with the bears. Like there was one, and she was trying to take care of her cubs.
Yeah, that's because, much like a lot of things, the females are the primary caretaker in the brown bear society. Men actually do nothing for their children.
I believe that. I mean, that's like real life.
So,
like real life.
yeah.
like real parents.
Those bears, those brown bear, right? The brown bear,
Generic brown bear.
Generic brown bears. They're at home playing Final Fantasy remake right now.
Yeah. They're living their life. Those male brown bears. They pump, then they dump, then they bounce. I love it.
I just didn't think you could leave them off the list.
Fair.
I think
They're smart.
that's a fair point.
Very iconic.
Aaron, who is your number 5 bear?
So
Great bear.
I really liked the brown bear. To be 100% honest, I didn't do enough research on my number 5 bear to know if he's a brown bear or not.
What's your criteria for bear on this list?
Well,
What'd you go with?
I like inside and outside the box
Okay.
thinking on that.
Okay.
But I felt like in my number 5 spot, I needed an iconic bear to sit there. And so today, I'm going to introduce you guys to Smokey the Bear.
Ooh.
Okay.
I have not set a forest fire in my life because of Smokey the Bear.
Right. You
Not
know
trying
what?
to get beat up,
There's a real philanthropic side to him.
Yeah. I really, really
Only
appreciate
you can prevent forest fire.
I have prevented multiple. I make sure, that I use
Carry your
proper
shovel.
technique, my shovel, large buckets of water to make sure that I put it out when I'm camping in the forest.
Well, Smokey was very influential. He was one of my first teachers. I get what you're saying. I get where you're coming from.
As a teacher, I respect other teachers.
Yeah. And he was out there letting you know that, like I said, he felt super empowering if you think about it, right?
Right.
The way he says it in the commercial, only you can prevent forest fires. He puts that emphasis on you,
Yeah.
and then you're like, me.
Yeah.
That's my job.
I have the power.
I have the power to stop forest fires.
So I think that just with that being said, like, again, I wish I knew if he was a brown bear or not.
He's actually a black bear.
Oh, is he a black bear?
Oh,
There you go. Listen,
right.
look
He
at
was
you.
on
Look
my,
at you.
he was on my tentative list.
Okay, so he was
Quite
an
right.
honorable mention.
Yeah.
He was an
You had him
honorable-
at honorable mention. You have him at number 5. Okay. Okay.
So, maybe Smokey's on this list at some point.
Yeah, hey, listen,
But-
he's in the
but
conversation.
I just appreciate him because I know not to set forest fires, and I know that it's my responsibility because only you can do
Only
that.
you can prevent
and make sure, you guys obviously can't see me, but I'm definitely
You're
pointing.
pointing. I obviously was pointing too. That's. I mean,
Well, if there's anything that's going to make Aaron be more responsible, I feel like it should.
I feel
be
like
the
that's good.
list.
I've known Aaron for a long time, and
Yeah.
anything that makes him more responsible is a plus.
Yeah.
Right? So I agree that Smokey is probably, and his name is Smokey. Like that's a dope name
Yeah.
for a bear.
It's a great
and he
name
had
for a
like
bear.
that ranger hat.
Yeah.
From what I remember.
And it says Smokey on the top.
Yeah, yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Everybody
yeah,
knows
yeah.
what he looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah. He has great hat game. Great hat game
Does
for
have
Smokey.
Great hat game.
Chris, who do you have at your number 5 for bears?
So I guess first my criteria was just deadliness and popularity.
Okay. Ooh.
I went with the North American black bear. So
Oh, so
you
she
know,
had the brown bear.
yeah.
You went with the black bear. Smokey.
Yeah.
What Smokey is, you went with that.
very popular bear.
Yeah.
And then I didn't look at the well I actually did. I guess bear deaths in America due to the black bear I think are at like 3 a year.
Not many.
Not many, but it's like one like you don't want to get attacked by one.
Right.
So yeah, North
Listen,
American black
I've
bear.
seen you run and you run fast, but
I'm not
I'm gonna
black
make
bear
sure
fast.
that I'm gonna make sure that it's Allison and I running because I just need to be faster than Allison. That's the joke. So.
I sadly think I'm the slowest one here, so this is not going to go well.
And I'm a big guy. And I'm decently quick. Allison's a small girl. So it's great.
If there was a distance, I'd have it, but it's
Right,
really,
but it's not.
gonna
It's
take
about.
too long.
Listen, it's
So-
about just trying to outrun the bear,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
what I would do too.
Acceleration
The old
issue.
school joke is literally like you
I
don't have
got
to
you.
run faster than
Yeah.
the bear, you have to run faster than your friend or
Mhm.
whatever. And Allison, I'm sorry, but
It's been chosen.
I'm gonna scream like a little girl and run my behind off.
Now, I want to know which one of those, the brown bear and the black bear, which one of the bear is hunt fishing with his hand?
I thought it was both of them.
Oh, what?
Because because they both they populate the same areas.
Mm.
I think so. But,
How can you tell the difference between a black bear and a brown bear?
just the color?
One's just a little darker.
Yeah.
A little
I
darker.
think, well, brown bears there's different subcategories, like grizzlies and Kodiaks. I want to say grizzly's a brown bear.
Oh,
type of brown bear.
okay.
But,
And then Kodiak's like a different type of bear?
It's an Alaskan brown bear.
yeah.
Oh.
They're like
Like
races
regions.
of people. Just
So
races
So
of bears.
regions.
Gotcha.
Okay. Okay, I like that. I like
Right,
with this
yeah.
black bear.
That might make me adjust my list a little bit.
Yeah.
For myself, what I went with for my criteria is bears that I think are cool.
Yeah.
That's literally it. I just said to myself and said, Kevin, what bears are cool? And I wrote a list based on that. So, number 5 on my list is the sun bear. Okay? The sun bear, that kind of bear. Let me tell you guys about the sun bear.
Never heard of a
Let me-
sun bear.
correct.
So
I saw it
First
on
and
some lists.
foremost,
I saw it on some
They are
lists.
tree-living bears like other bears, right? They're mainly active during the day. They don't hibernate because food's always available where they are in Southeast Asia. The bear becomes sexually mature at 2. Okay? So they're ready
Oh, wow.
to start fucking at 2.
Damn.
I don't know whether that's
No, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. They're ready to get it at 2. They're omnivores, just like all other bears. The real reason I picked the sun bear is because I was looking at pictures of bears. And this is an audio podcast, but this one looks like he's wearing like a medal around his neck. And I thought any bear,
It's kind of ugly.
if you do like a Wikipedia search of sun bear, you'll see a bear that looks like he's regal. He's wearing
nice.
a gold medal. He just won in the Olympic Games.
It's like, get that man a top hat and monocle.
Yes, and then he's ready to go. He's ready to go. So that's why I picked the sun bear as number 5. I mean, the fact that he doesn't have to hibernate, like all bears are sleeping. Like literally sleeping
Yeah.
because they're hibernating.
I'm out here hustling.
Out here hustling. He's out here getting it. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that he's like a ready to fuck bear at 2,
Yeah.
that he's out here getting it early and getting it often. You know what I'm saying? 2 to 4 is when they become sexually mature. That's when they hit puberty. He's ready to get it. So while y'all out here sleeping in the winter, he out there fucking.
I got you.
That's why the Sun Bear is number 5 on my list.
I think that's appropriate.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's an appropriate place for him.
Getting to number 4, though. Allison, what do you have at number 4 on your Bears list?
So I actually had Chris's black bear.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay, why did you have the Bug Bear number 4 as
So the
opposed to number
black
5?
bear ahead of the brown bear just happens to be because it's where I'm from. So
Okay.
it
Where
resides
you
a little in North Carolina in the mountains there.
Oh,
Also
wow.
around the whole U.S., but the brown bear's not there.
Yeah.
So that, and it's a smaller bear.
Yeah.
So they're kinda
Oh,
cute.
so okay,
Yeah.
so it's smaller, so
Mhm.
that's why it's number 4 because you like the
Mhm.
cuteness. I
Yeah,
get
it's
it.
real cute.
Cute
It's
factor.
lives in the South.
Like you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Oh.
Hey, putting in that work. Aaron, what about you? Who do you have at number 4?
So I think I'm kind of adjusting on the fly a little bit, just based on some criteria and things that I had placed. But I don't know if this bear is as cute as Allison's number 4 choice, the black bear. But this bear was a president of our United States. His
Oh.
name is Teddy Roosevelt.
Okay,
Oh.
they called, yeah.
Yes, he was the 26th president of the United States,
Okay.
Mr. Teddy, and the teddy bear is named after him. And I can't think that anyone in this room didn't sleep with some sort of a stuffed animal or
Yeah,
teddy
the
bear
teddy
in their
bear.
life. And I think that just having that, like
That's
that
strong.
part of it. So Teddy Roosevelt and the teddy bear, Teddy,
That's
right
very
there,
strong.
number 4.
Man in
Number
the
4.
arena. I like
Yeah,
that.
I like that. Like the teddy bear, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a
So
good
I
one.
think, again, outside the box ish, I originally had pegged the grizzly bear in that spot because
But as you
when
thought
I
about
think of bears in the United States, or like just in general, the first bear that I see in my mind is the grizzly.
Get that.
But I kind of want to be a little bit different than than
And I get
this.
it.
And
Teddy
think-
Roosevelt's a
Yeah.
very good bear.
And I
Oh,
think
yeah,
that
like-
the teddy bear, Teddy Roosevelt,
Mhm.
boom. I think
Even
sitting
on my
in the 4
criteria,
spot.
like, he would be up
He's
there.
deadly.
Like,
He's
fought-
dangerous.
fought many wars. He was
I mean, and
boxer.
again, this is an audio
got shot and
podcast, but I think
continued.
if you Google Teddy Roosevelt
Yeah.
awesome pictures, you're gonna have some awesome
Yeah.
pictures of Teddy
Badass.
Roosevelt.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Chris,
I
what
like
do you
that.
have at number 4 on your bear list?
This one might surprise you. Again, my criteria being deadliness and popularity. I had Winnie the Pooh.
Ooh,
Yeah.
exciting.
You need to explain how
So
that
there-
man is deadly.
That bear, Winnie, had a gun. He had the little cork gun, if you guys
Okay.
don't remember. I don't know how deadly that would be in the cartoon world, but just to see a gun as a little kid, I was like, holy crap. Like,
Right.
he's strapped. He's ready to go. And then, I think, like, the underlying theme of Winnie the Pooh is, like, depression. Like, which is, like, a big
That's some
killer
killer.
throughout.
That's some sadness.
You know,
That
world.
is a little dark,
Yeah.
Mr. Chris,
Um,
but
You know what I like about
like
Winnie
it.
the Pooh, though? I do like that my guy, Winnie the Pooh,
Doesn't
he
like
didn't wear no
to wear
pants. He didn't wear no
Yeah.
pants. Like, anyone that
Well,
has,
how much?
that has that situation where he's like, I'm going to go all tops, no bottoms, I'm with that.
The originator of the hashtag Team No Pants.
Yeah, Team No Pants. He's the originator of Team No Pants. There's no, I mean, he looked in that closet and was like, shirt on, pants off, let's go.
Yeah.
And then he walked outside and that was it.
Ready to go.
And that was ready to go. And then the fact that he will scrap for some honey
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
is, I mean,
It's fierce.
It's fierce. And one of my favorite Winnie the Pooh stories is when he tries to get the honey out the tree from the bees, and he literally looks up, and the bees are swarming, and he gets a balloon, and he puts some black face on, some black face paint on.
Yeah.
And then my favorite part about it was when he said, they said, I don't think the bees are gonna see you. He's like, you never can tell with bees. He was just gonna go up there. He's about to go get it. You never know. Hey, I'm gonna make them think I'm one of them. I'm not
Not
wearing
my
pants.
problem.
Yeah, we about to see what's up.
I'm here to get this
So
honey.
I hear you with Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
Winnie the Pooh is
Yeah,
I'm
man.
a big fan.
I
Winnie
am
the
as
Pooh.
well. Yeah, Pooh.
For me, number 4 on my Bears list. When I think of Bears, I cannot think of anything more than Brian Urlacher. Brian Urlacher is number 4 on my Bears list. He
Definitely an honorable mention on my
He was
list.
a Bear for about 14 years. He played for the Chicago Bears.
Hey, great hair.
Great hair. He's a 8-time Pro Bowler. He was in the All-Decade team. Is he a Hall of Famer? If he isn't, he is in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Great linebacker.
Yeah.
I feel like when you think Bears, if someone asked me about Bears, Brian Urlacher will be in my probably third, fourth one. I'd be like, I would be like, this Bear, that Bear, Brian Urlacher. And it would just be going.
Yeah.
So that's why I have Brian Urlacher at number 4. I think he fits in your list. He's deadly. Chris?
Yeah, deadly. Very popular. Popular jersey sales, 5'4".
Exactly.
I was 5'4" in college.
There you go. So there you go.
Man, I didn't
But
get
it was.
I didn't get 5'4" in college until I was graduating.
Yeah, I'm barely 5'4" now, so I get it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm all right with that. But 54, that was Brian Urlacher. That's why. Middle linebacker, that's why I have him at number 4.
Listen, I think that's a solid in the number 3
So I
spot.
think the 4 is going to be a real tough battle.
Sorry, the 4 spot. My bad.
For 3, Allison, what we looking at?
So 3 was an interesting one. This is where I got into my storybook side. But speaking of popular, the Bernstein Bears.
Okay, yeah.
So-
They're on my. They're deep on my list. They're not
the
on my
Berenstein
list. but I
Bears.
like
Question
it.
for you
They're
before you
great.
get
Yeah,
Do you
great.
remember them as the Berenstein Bears or the Berenstain Bears? Because apparently,
Both. Little both.
Mandela effect, the letters are weird. I remember Berenstein Bears,
Bernstein.
but I think we're wrong, apparently.
We are too.
And I don't know how the world
It is
works.
spelled Stain.
Yeah, right, but like, I thought it was EIN all my life
yeah.
growing up.
Yeah.
But then that's when I started reading about the Mandela effect.
Gotcha.
I don't know if
Yeah.
y'all heard about that.
Oh yeah.
The Mandela
Nah.
effect.
I'm going to look it up later.
The Mandela effect. Well, it's called the Mandela effect.
Next
because-
week's top 5.
Right. Mandela effect thing.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later. But it's really basically the people. A lot of people remember Nelson Mandela dying in jail.
Yeah.
A lot of people. He died recently.
Yeah.
But people don't
Okay.
know. That's what the Mandela effect
Gotcha.
is that
Gotcha.
there's some people in the world that believe that it happened when he was in jail. So it's like history like rewrote itself,
Oh, okay.
God.
or like an alternate timeline. So the Berenstain Bears is one of them because a lot of us remember it's Berenstain Bears,
Yeah.
but it's the Berenstain Bears. So it's like
Okay.
that we live in a different timeline. Were we wrong? Were we just wrong all of our lives?
Like, where did it split?
Yeah, correct. So that's the Mandela effect. Look it up, read about it. Allison, tell us about it.
Yeah, over 300 children's books.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wow. 300. There's 300 of those?
Apparently, that's what
Wow.
I read. Yeah, and then they had 2
Okay.
different TV series. That
Yeah,
they
yeah,
did.
yeah.
That's
So,
right.
but usual, brother and sister bear.
Yep.
And they usually have some sort of problem
Hijinks.
relevant to the day, bullying or I don't know, anything. Then
Anything.
Papa solves their problem, but it usually scares them a little bit more, and then Mama Bear comes in and makes everyone feel better.
Yeah,
Just like
yeah.
family structure.
Yeah.
I like
Nice
it.
little family structure. From what I remember,
I see Allison's theme, the
So-
family structure.
Yeah.
The family structure of bears.
one of them wears overalls. Brother Bear, I believe, right? He has overalls. Who has a red shirt? Does Brother Bear have a red shirt as well?
I don't know.
I think he has a red shirt. That's like sticks out. I think Sister Bear has a bow in her hair or something like that.
Yes.
So I remember these things. Yeah.
Just high quality.
Feel good.
Feel good family type
Yeah,
stuff. I
family
get it.
friendly bear.
Right?
That's what we're gonna have here.
So I guess moving on to
Yeah, Aaron.
my
what
3
is
spot.
your number 3 bear?
Well, obviously, doing some research, you tend to get hungry. So in my 3 slot, I am slotting edible bears, and you can take your pick. Gummy bears. There's red cinnamon bears. I don't care what
So like,
brand you like.
so like gummy type.
Gummy type bears, like Harbo, or there's
Mhm.
all those different brands.
Yeah.
Or styles, or whatever your taste. I got real hungry, and
Yeah,
I just
Harbo
thought
is
the
delicious.
3 spot was just perfect for edible bears, like your gummy snacks.
Right.
So, gummy bears.
I like it because So the question for you then:
Mhm.
if you were to do a power ranking, which one's higher, gummy bears or gummy worms?
Oh, definitely gummy bears.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
Small
was trying
small
to test
sample
you
size.
there.
No,
I was about to-
small sample size. I thought you were going to ask me which of the. I'm a cinnamon guy.
You're
Like,
okay,
I like,
so you like the
so
red
I like the
cinnamon
red
bears.
cinnamon bears. Like, there's just something.
There's not a lot of people that are like on that list though.
There's not,
It's-
but,
you-
but I wanted to, that's
you
why
ride for
that's
all
why I made 3 general. So when we discuss
Right,
this,
right.
it goes to your flavor,
Right.
Because there's just a ton of different flavors, and they're all gummy-ish bears.
Right, no, I get it. Okay, I like it. I don't like the cinnamon bears. They're
Listen,
not great. But the regular gummy bears,
It reminds me of my grandma's house or something
Oh,
like that. She
okay.
had
Very
those.
nostalgic.
She had the she was a black licorice lady. She had
Oh,
cinnamon
okay.
bears. She had that kind of.
Yeah, those are her flavors.
Those are her
Okay.
things. Reminds me of grandma.
I get it.
It works.
All right.
Chris, who do you have at number 3 on your bears list?
I had Poe from Kung Fu Panda.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Panda Bear. He's,
Wait,
you know,
the panda bear or specifically Pup?
specifically Poe.
Okay.
Because that's what makes it deadly.
Right.
Because panda bears, in general, just, zoo animals, they're fun, they're great to look at, but not typically deadly. They're killing
Right.
a lot of
They're
people
just cute.
in zoos, but those people
Yeah.
usually do that to themselves.
Yeah, they're fun.
They'll, like, jump into the enclosure or whatever.
I get it.
Kung Fu Panda, great movies, he kicks a lot of ass. And
How many movies does he have? Like 3?
I thought it was 3, and then he's got the series.
Listen, if you got longevity like
He's
that,
kicking a lot of ass.
you were kicking ass, you were taking names. No
Yeah.
wonders.
And he had that pinky thing. Remember in the first one?
Yeah. What else is in? Who's the voice of Kung Fu Panda?
Jack Black.
Oh, there you go. I think it was somebody like
Yeah.
famous, right?
Yeah.
Man, you know what? I have to knock one point off you though, because that's a DreamWorks movie.
Yeah, and they
And
don't win
is the
anything.
business.
They don't win nothing. They don't win anything.
They
It's
don't
all
win nothing.
Pixar all the
It's all
time.
Pixar or Disney. Listen, there's a reason that when Pixar was for sale, that DreamWorks didn't buy it. That Disney did. Disney's the movie. So, and the fact that you have Winnie the Pooh after them, I don't know how I feel about that.
This is true.
But
You might-
Kung Fu
you might
Panda-
lost some points.
But yeah,
All right,
we'll see.
all right. On the, I guess Winnie has a longer term popularity, but in terms of a magnitude of popularity.
But,
Poe
you know
probably is more popular.
I get it.
Because it's throughout the internet and stuff.
Well, and,
I get it.
and going off your theme, he's deadly.
He is deadly.
Very
and He's
deadly, yeah.
probably a little bit more deadly than Winnie the Pooh.
Well, I
Because
think,
he
yeah.
carried a stick.
Yeah.
And he'd be fighting.
And he knows Kung Fu.
Because
So,
Kung Fu.
yeah, so listen,
I get it.
I see your argument for,
Mhm. I get it.
where you went.
I get it.
Yeah.
For me,
Kevin,
I thought about
but Kevin's right.
bears.
That's it.
But for me, I talked about bears that I liked. And number 3 on my list, I like what everyone was thinking. I actually had Teddy Grahams. Okay?
Ooh.
Teddy Grahams, that's number 3 on my list. Because Teddy Grahams, Alice is making a face. She might have Teddy
No,
Grahams.
that was on my list.
Oh, yes! Sniped.
Battlegrounds in
And
the.
Teddy Grahams on my list because Teddy Grahams are delicious. I don't know if you've ever had them. So then first off, I'm going to explain them to you. Have you ever had a graham cracker?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Graham crackers are great.
Yeah.
They're like underrated crackers. Here's spoiler alert, when we do top crackers, graham crackers will be high on my list. But when we're talking about graham crackers are sweet and great.
M&M will be my top.
Now, when we talk about, though, some cracker M&M, the rapper, Anyway.
Coming soon.
We're going back to Teddy Grahams. So Teddy Grahams, they're graham crackers, right? But they're nice and cute like teddy bears. Because Aaron was right at number 4. Teddy bears are great, but it's nice and cute. But they're also in different flavors. You got the cinnamon, like Aaron likes.
Yeah.
You got the honey. You got chocolate. They are all delicious, and they're all like miniature, so it feels like you're eating up the bears.
Wow.
But you're actually...
like their feet first.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
like
what's your
nibble.
style?
You
You
nibble.
I like you bite the head off first.
Well, it depends on what I'm doing, right? So if I'm just like trying to have a good time hanging out, I usually bite the head first. Just bite off the head, like, haha, no bears. But if I'm like in a hurry, I just take like a whole handful of bears, just throw them in my mouth, chew them up, eat them, be good to go.
Listen, I appreciate that you understand. You get hungry
I
around
get it.
3. You get
I
hungry
get around 3, and that's why I have
It's a lot of fun.
Teddy
A lot of fun
Grahams
going in this.
at number 3. A lot of thought went into this on the fly.
Yeah.
I got him. Looks like Allison's doing some changes on the
Oh,
fly.
yeah. She's definitely changing on the fly.
May have been my number 2, but
Ooh,
we'll,
man, Teddy Grahams, that's why I
I
have
like a
it
good
there.
snack.
Who doesn't like a good snack, which is why I have Teddy Grahams on the list. Alice, if we are at you, are you ready to go with number 2?
Yeah. So I'm gonna change it here.
Oh, on the
But
fly.
My number 2 is actually probably not a well-known bear,
Okay.
but might be currently popular in reality TV.
Oh.
So if we
Alright.
have any challenge watchers out there,
I am not a challenge
I am
watcher.
going to
Ah,
go
sorry.
with Bear
Stephen Bear.
Challenge.
Stephen Bear
Okay.
from the challenge.
Stephen Bear?
He is currently on a showmance with Kayla,
On the show.
but previously I shouldn't say prefer. He's been with Georgia the past few seasons.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little lost on this
So
one.
I know what she's talking
He is,
about. So Stephen Bear, for
He's
those
got a
that don't
British
know,
accent.
Stephen Bear is
It's a
the
thing.
winner of Celebrity Big Brother in the UK. He also was on another show, I believe, Stranded for $1 Million, maybe. He was on UK shows, right? He's pretty much a dick.
100%.
He's pretty much an asshole.
Yeah.
He is currently on the current season of the challenge. He's been on the last like 3 seasons of the challenge, which is an MTV show.
Yeah.
So,
Real world road rules.
It used to be
it
Real
used to be that
but
stuff.
now it's
Yeah.
called the challenge. They bring in people from all over reality shows. Now the thing about Stephen Bear is that every season he has a different woman. This season he went after this girl named Kayla, who had a boyfriend named Mikey that she lived with here in Las Vegas. But they were on the show, and he pursued her and hunted her like a bear that he is. Because his name is Stephen Bear, just the name Bear. And he captured her, and they dated. They hooked up. She had to break up with her boyfriend. And the best part, my favorite part about what Bear said, was that Bear said, listen, you have a boyfriend at home. I have a girlfriend. It doesn't matter.
Wow.
I am interested.
Wow.
He's very brazen.
That's
A couple of seasons ago, when he was chatting up this girl, Georgia, he went and was talking. He talked to his girlfriend in the house, his real girlfriend in the house. Some people overheard him talking to his girlfriend, told Georgia, and he told them, no, that was my cousin. I was talking to my cousin. He's a brazen dude.
He's savage.
He's
living it up.
number 2 on your list as top Bears.
Well, I
Okay.
had to think about it,
she
so
thought on the
I
fly,
had
and-
to pull a bear out of something.
Listen, the only Stephen Bear that I would have put that high would have been Stephen Colbert. But
Touche.
I mean,
Touche.
I liked the change on
You'll
the
have to
fly.
go- you'll have to go check him out.
It's good. If I
Stephen Bear,
ever
he's
get
a
it,
pretty...
I'm not a reality TV guy other than the Circle on
Right,
Netflix.
right.
Please check
Oh,
it out. This is
fantastic.
not-
Yeah,
it was great.
All right.
Loved it.
What you should do, though, is if you just want to Google, like, a savage guy, just Google Stephen Bear.
Mhm.
And you'll
Yeah.
see some clips.
Some
He's
clips.
funny. Last season, he took out Wes, an icon in the challenge, Wes. And I think he called himself the Grizzly Bear after that, because he was grizzly in his taking down of Wes. Mind you, he's a scrawny kid. He's not very large.
Real small.
And
Scrappy.
He's scrappy. He's scrappy. In fact, the way he took out Wes was like in the challenge, he was literally punching and biting because he had to try to win. He's the best. Aaron, go ahead.
So
Number 2.
2 and 1 are pretty
Close.
difficult because honestly they kind of when I get to number 1 you'll understand what I mean and how they relate. But in my 2 spot I'm gonna put Mr. Bear Grylls. Because Bear Grylls, the adventurer, he's I believe a Green Beret. Or Special Forces from British Special Forces. I'm not sure which one he is in. Dude, just
Survives.
the dude survives. He'll drink his own pee.
Did you get on this?
He drinks his own pee. He does. He's got shows on different networks that just show you how you, as a regular person, could actually survive in those crazy situations. And I think that slotting Bear Grylls in the number 2 spot in Best Bears. I think that that's like the perfect fit. And again, he'll probably utilize my number 1, but there's a reason behind that. So I think I'm going to slot Bear Grylls, badass Bear Grylls,
I like
in
that
my
choice.
number 2 spot.
Okay. I like Bear Grylls.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about Bear Grylls myself.
Yeah.
I should probably educate myself.
Well,
Badass.
he really is.
Yeah.
Born June 7th, 74.
Okay.
He's 45 years. He's 6 feet tall.
Give me stats.
His full name is Edward Michael Grills.
Okay, Grills, big
He
Bear
is
Grylls.
married in 2000. He's got a lot of children, so when he's not adventuring,
He's out there
adventuring.
fucking.
He's
like
like,
the
he's like the sun. So
Sun Bear Grylls.
again, he's just kind of the general badass, and I think that he slots well into the 2 slot of best bears.
Okay. Chris, who do you have at number 2 on your Bears list?
All right. I originally had Grizzly, but after listening to all this, I switched it up to Bear Bryant.
Ooh.
Ooh, I like it.
Alabama football, amazing
Yeah.
to this day, started with him.
Overrated.
If you can't,
Ooh.
let the championship
Our,
speak
our
for
southern
itself.
our southern friends on this podcast.
yeah.
So her email is Allison at.
And yeah, deadly on the football field. What was it, dog skin or dog tooth? That's the pattern.
Houndstooth.
Houndstooth. Yeah. Like, that used to be a pattern of, whatever. But now when you see that, you think Alabama football, and that's just because of him.
Oddly enough, though, when I think Alabama football, I think Nick Saban. I don't think
but we're
your
so far removed, and we
I
also
also
didn't live in the South.
So.
Yeah. Again, he wasn't even on my list, and I'm ashamed, honestly, as a college football fan. Like, I am ashamed of myself in my best Bears list. How did he not even write
honorable mention?
He wasn't even up. But listen, he's an honorable mention. Let's be real.
Yeah, that's the thing. We have a space for honorable mention. We can do that after, but. I was like, he has to be on this list.
I get it. Especially with you having played college football yourself.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, it was just like, iconic, deadly, and popular.
No, it makes sense. And if he was the birthplace of Alabama, the Alabama football that we know today, I get it.
Yeah. It's iconic. Very iconic.
For me at number 2, I have the koala bear. Right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. People tell me all the time he's not a bear, but I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but we call him a koala bear.
He's called a koala bear. Yeah. So since he's called the koala bear, they're cute. They climb trees. How many bears do you know climb trees? Not a lot. Because shut up. Shut up. They don't hang out in the trees though. They don't hang out in the trees, do they?
They get stoned eating eucalyptus. You can't go wrong, my friend, right? They're living the life.
Yeah. Wait, so regular bears or like koala bears? No, I'm talking about how many bears do you know that be climbing and hanging out in trees?
Lots of bears.
They hanging out.
All of them do when they're young.
They're hanging out in the trees.
I mean, they're not like possums.
Because koalas are hanging out in trees. That's where they just kicking it, right? They're kicking it. How many bears live down under? Not really sure, but koalas do. That's what I do know.
They're like known for it.
Yeah, they're known for it, right? You see them? They got the big nose, the little eyes. They're looking like your teddy bears. But they're cuter because they're koala bears.
I do want to hold a koala. That
Who does it?
Yeah, that's true.
Who does it?
Listen, that's a good...
And then, like you said, they be getting stoned off that eucalyptus.
Damn right, man.
They be out there getting it.
Well, and they got lots of chlamydia. You know that, right? Like, they spread that shit. Listen, do your research, buddy. They're almost going stink from that shit.
It's gonna...
That was the fires.
It was the fires, too. Hashtag 2020.
Go search koala chlamydia.
Yeah, it's a thing. I'm not even joking.
It says higher rate of chlamydia. They're the new flu for treatment. It's crazy.
I mean, in comparing that to Bear Bryant, I don't know if he had all the chlamydia or not.
Who knows? My question about koalas, though, are they just like not using protection? Like, what's going on here?
Well, I mean, eucalyptus just gets them stoned and gets them frisky.
Ready to go.
He gets them ready to go. I don't think they think about protection at that point.
I don't think they do either. But koala bears, now you're probably saying, Kevin, koala bears are marsupials. And I'm telling you that I don't give a fuck. They're bears. They're bears. We know they're bears. We call them bears. Koala bears, that's why they're my number 2.
The bears with the pouch, though, that's even cooler. It's like they have like a built-in fashion station.
Listen,
they
looking out there.
They could put some
next
gummy
coming
bears
up on the runway.
Yeah. Carry the koala.
They can definitely put some gummies in there.
They can carry the gummies and the 10 grams in the pouch.
Gummies and 10 grams.
Yeah. Any bear that has a place for snacks, that's what we're about.
Yeah.
Like, how can we not be?
Babies and snacks.
Babies and snacks. That's what else do you need? Okay, we have gone through most of our top 5. Let's get to the number 1 bear on our list.
Wait, you want to do honorable mentions before we do number 1?
Sure.
Do you guys have honorable mentions?
Well, I have a bunch of honorable mentions, and I'm not sure.
Actually, let's wait.
We can do honorable mentions after.
We'll talk about them after.
Before we debate. Yeah.
Allison, who do you have number 1 on your Bears list?
Had to think on the fly again, but if we're going family friendly, I'm going to go with the Care Bears.
Ooh.
Okay. Care Bear Star.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's strong. That's a strong one.
Yeah. They just make you feel good.
Yeah.
And are kind of creepy.
They're a little creepy.
But
they're
stuffed
great.
animals, family friendly movies.
They kill with kindness.
Yeah.
Which
form of deadly.
bear is your favorite?
The green one with the
Luck Bear?
The Luck Bear.
Luck Bear is a good one. Grumpy Bear, though, I feel like is the most iconic. Because that's the one that's just you think of. Luck Bear, though, is a really good bear.
Mm-hmm.
Care Bears are really good. I like Care Bears a lot. The Care Bear stare, like Aaron said.
Care Bear stare.
Man coming right from the bellies. That's a good number one right there. That's strong.
Yeah.
That's strong.
I do like it. Care Bear
We're
stare.
thinking on the fly.
Fitting in there. Okay. So, this one, again, ties in a little bit with Bear Grylls. I went with my number one with the biggest bear that there is. And that is the constellation Ursa Major, which in Latin means the Great Bear.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Let me just paint a picture for you. You guys are out somewhere at night and you look up. What's the constellation that you are always just instantly? It's the Big Dipper.
Like
The Big Dipper. That is the constellation that everyone knows. I mean, I'm a Pisces and I don't know where the fuck Pisces is up in the sky, but I know where the Big Dipper is. And putting that back with Bear Grylls, the Big Dipper leads you to the North Star. Bear Grylls, the adventurer, would be able to teach you how to find that. So
Oh, wow.
again,
Yeah.
I had some tough times, but I
Okay.
think going with the biggest bear, Ursa Major in Latin, the Great Bear, or the Great She Bear.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. Also
Yeah,
very
number
deadly.
one.
It's just
Yeah.
like a whole
Yeah.
star
Ooh, it is.
system.
Yeah.
And but
Gravity
again,
and all
I
that.
thought that was a
I
solid.
like it. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm going
That's
to be
fair.
very surprised
Chris.
if I couldn't guess Chris's number one deadly
Oh, I
bear.
want to. What is
But
Chris?
I'm
wanna-
going to
do
let
you
him go.
No,
No,
guess
you
first.
gotta-
I need to guess first.
The deadliest bear,
Chris has.
the polar bear.
That is correct.
Oh!
Allison,
Elaborate
yes,
here.
Guest star Allison. Yeah.
Her homework, listening to
I
Chris.
had
That's
a
right.
giant polar bear stuffed animal as a child.
Yeah, very
Teddy.
popular,
Uh-huh.
but also very deadly. You think about the Coke commercials?
Yeah.
Oh, I do like
Where did
those.
those bears get that Coke from? They probably killed an entire village to get that Coke.
Whole
And it
village
does look
dead,
like a-
one Coke.
Yeah.
They drink
The
it.
family's chilling, like, yeah, this is what we needed, So,
I
yeah.
feel you on the polar bear. Polar bear is also in the cold.
Yeah.
Not too many bears can survive out there in the cold. We got the Kodiak bear, but other than that, you got that polar
Yeah,
bear.
they got
And
Bear
they're the
Grylls level
largest
survival.
bear.
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
Listen, I mean, they're pretty badass.
I like that. That was good. That was a good guess on Chris's bear, Chris.
Excellent.
I like
Yeah.
that one.
No.
Now, I felt like those bears were all good, right?
Okay.
Those were all fantastic bears. But I think I have the number one with a bullet bear. There's no way that anyone could not think of this bear when you think bears. Best bear out there. His name is Yogi.
Okay.
Yogi Bear.
And he likes
My
his
man
picnic
is trying to
baskets.
steal his picnic baskets. My man wears a hat. He has a tie. Why does he have a tie? He only has a tie.
Yeah.
Doesn't wear a shirt. Doesn't wear pants. I'm a big fan of bears that don't wear pants. Pooh Bear, Yogi.
And a lot of these bears have strong cat game.
Yeah. So with the fact that my man Yogi out here, he's tricking that ranger. What's his name? Mr. Roger, I think his
Oh,
name
yeah,
is.
I can't remember.
I can't remember off the top of the head. He had a sidekick that also wore a collar
Yeah, like,
and a tie. They would hibernate, stealing picnic baskets, always getting shenanigans. Do you know why Yogi though was really number one?
Why?
Yogi always walked on 2 feet. How many of y'all bears do that? None of y'all bears. Really? Brian Urlacher as well. Not too
I mean,
many.
he might crawl on them first, but he has to.
But not too many. But that's why
I see Bear Bright on all.
Yeah.
It's too late.
oh, Winnie, though. Winnie was on 2 feet, too.
He was what he was. There's,
Yeah.
there's not a lot of bears, but the ones that do, they be getting it. And Yogi, my guy, is
They don't need to wear pants.
Yeah.
It's a strong correlation.
Yogi and Winnie, they buddies.
Yeah.
They besties. They friends. So that's why I have Yogi Bear as number one on the bear depth chart bear list.
All right.
Do we have any honorable
I
mentions, guys?
think. Well, let's just go around and I mean, if you had any that were
that you
close to your list,
Yeah, that were close to the list.
You got any? I got a
Who
handful.
missed your list? Allison.
Oh yeah, so I had a couple of storybook bears that were quite fashionable themselves, but didn't quite make it. One of them in their overalls would be Corduroy.
Corduroy.
Okay.
Feel good
Yeah.
story.
Solid one.
And then my favorite, basically from Hat Game alone, would be Paddington Bear.
Okay, yeah, I saw him.
Those are
Paddington
strong.
Bear, yeah.
Those are strong.
Aaron, you got any honorable mentions?
Well, listen, going off of your Brian Urlacher, I had Dick Butkus in there because
Okay.
he was strong on Jim McMahon, the Fridge Perry. I mean, we're going football. You could say the Chicago Cubs in general.
Yeah.
If you wanted to do that. I had, let's see here. I had a couple more that I really wanted. Oh, the Three Bears from Goldilocks.
Ooh.
I mean, there's a whole
yeah.
thing dedicated to them. How about Grizzly Peak, the ride at California Adventure?
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
not great on a cold day, but great on a hot day.
Yeah.
You
And there's
got
like a
your-
whole bear in the mountain face.
I got 3 more honorable mentions. I got Banjo from Banjo Kazooie.
Okay.
Would have been a great
Good
one.
one.
Pedo Bear the meme because it's educational, and then Man Bear Pig from South Park.
How could you not? Yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean, again, there's a ton on there, but Chris,
Yeah.
I'm sure maybe you got some that I missed.
I was gonna do Ted from
Ted's
the
a good
movie.
one.
Great one.
Yeah.
And then
They had a whole film 2 films about it.
Yeah.
yeah, just hilarious, popular.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, it's not really deadly, but he stood on
That's
2
why
feet, didn't wear pants.
Yeah. Same kind of criteria.
He had a lot of sex like the sun.
Yeah, but it's up there. Yeah.
Strong candidate. And then I also had Sexual Harassment Panda
Yeah,
from
okay.
South
Great one.
Park. Yeah, just hilarious song. Like as I said it, I'm sure
Sexual
everybody.
Harassment
Yeah,
Panda.
you hear the song in your head. Yeah, that's about it.
Okay, for my honorable mentions, I had just Boo Boo. You know what I'm saying?
Just Boo
Because
Boo.
I felt like Boo Boo
Yeah.
was strong, but I felt like he just didn't crack the
Yeah.
top 5
Yeah.
because with Yogi being number 1 and obviously the alpha, though Boo Boo was the smarter one, I was like, you know what though, Yogi is about him. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So I just had to
Right.
make sure it was no. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? That's why I had Boo Boo as my only not honorable mention. Now,
So you weren't thinking UCLA.
you still like Bruin Bear?
Yeah.
Like, no, I also didn't think of the Cal Golden Bear. I didn't think about any of those other bears because I thought about bears that I liked. And UCLA sucked very recently for a long time in all the sports. So I hadn't thought about them in a positive light in a while. So that's why I hadn't thought about them. Now, what we're going to do here at the Top 5 Go podcast, we're going to compile a list from all of ours with each of their numbers to figure out what list is the comprehensive top 5 list.
The top 5 go list.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
like our
while we're
official
doing
list.
this, what we're going to do is we're going to say what each of our number was again, and you cannot vote for your own. You have to vote for someone else's. All
Okay.
right, to come to the list. So, Allison, what was your number 5 again?
The brown bear.
Aaron, what was your number 5?
Smokey the Bear.
Chris?
I had the black bear.
And I had the Sun Bear. I am going to vote for Smokey. That is my vote for the number 5 on the list.
I think with my philanthropic card, I'm going Smokey as well.
Yeah.
You could finish it out right here.
You
I-
can't vote for
yeah.
yourself,
I
so
would
Aaron,
vote
what do you vote
for
for?
the fucking Sun Bear.
The fucking, you know what? That's
Literally.
actually right because he be fucking.
Because he be fucking. Who doesn't want to be fucking? So, you know.
And Chris, what do you vote for?
I'm gonna Smokey.
Smokey.
Yeah.
Okay, number 5.
Number
on the
5 on
list
the
is
list.
Smokey, the Bear. Number 5. Number 4 on the list, I have Brian Urlacher,
I just have the black bear.
a black bear.
I had Winnie. Winnie the Pooh.
Okay, and I had Teddy Roosevelt. The
So,
teddy bear.
Aaron, what were you thinking?
I'm gonna go Urlacher.
Brian
I
Urlacher.
like Brian Urlacher.
I just can't get past Teddy. I'm a big, had a lot of stuffed animals
Yeah,
myself.
seriously.
Big Teddy Roosevelt.
I actually was a big Winnie the Pooh
Okay.
guy.
Oh, man.
So
Put
Chris,
it on, Chris.
You're gonna be deciding who's number 4.
Teddy Roosevelt.
Okay,
Yeah.
that was very
I
easy.
This was a rough round.
Oh, yeah, I have the Man in the Arena speech in my house.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you're a Teddy
Yeah,
Roosevelt.
he's a Teddy guy. It was
Yeah.
very easy for him at number 4.
And I feel like these other two could have won other rounds, but this
Yeah.
was a tough.
It's kind of tricky to put it
Yeah.
in the right spot,
Yeah.
so I lucked out there.
Yeah.
Number 3, Chris, what you have at number 3?
I had the Kung Fu Panda.
Oh, yes. Aaron, you had it.
I had the gummy bears or cinnamon bears, gummy bears.
Well, my teddy bears were stolen in the same round, so I had the Bernstein bears.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. And I had the Teddy Grahams.
Yes.
Mhm.
Allison, who do you vote for on this one?
I'm gonna go my favorite road trip snack, which would be the gummy bears.
Ooh, rock and roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass it back and take Allison's the Berensteins. I'm a teacher.
Berenstein's are good. I'm also going to go with the Berenstain Bears.
Yeah,
Berenstain Bears.
I think so.
Berenstain, Berenstain,
Yeah,
I'm
however you
sure.
want to say it.
Okay. Man, I like the gummy bears, but that ties it.
Okay, so the tie?
Yeah.
We're gonna rock, paper, scissors right there.
Alright.
Oh man.
Ready?
Best of
Best
three.
of one. Just
Best
go
of
for
one.
one
Ready?
time.
Done.
All right, Allison and the Berenstain Bears.
This is why I don't rock, paper, scissors.
So number 3 is the Berenstain Bears. Number 2 on your list, who do you got? We're gonna start off with me. I had koala bears.
I had the apparently unknown Stephen Bear from the challenge.
Stephen Bear from the challenge going against Bear Grylls.
And I had Bear Bryant.
Aaron, I'm gonna let you go first on this one.
Koalas, my man.
I'm gonna go with Bear Grylls. I'm gonna go Bear Grylls.
I can't take the South out of me, so I've got to go Bear Bryant.
Okay.
Despite my non-love of Alabama.
I can't vote on myself, but I'm going koalas.
Yeah.
Strong one.
But Bear Bryant's a good one. That's, you know,
Oh,
Listen,
so
that was a
koalas.
tough round,
Yeah.
man. That was
Throw it
tough.
up to the comment section.
Yeah. Exactly.
And then lastly, number 1, best bear. I have Yogi, obviously Yogi Bear.
Care Bears.
Also,
I have the largest bear, Ursa Major.
I had the polar bear.
Chris, I'm gonna let you go first in this one.
I will go with Ursa Major. Just, I'm a Carl Sagan fan, so.
Allison, who'd you have?
I was in the Young Astronauts Club.
Yeah.
Elementary school, so I'm gonna have to go the same way.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the polar bear.
Well,
So-
listen, you can't lay that. I wanted to take that, but I'm in the position. I'm in the position. Hold on, I'm gonna take the win. I'm gonna take. Kevin, there we go. We might have to come up with a new scoring
That
system
gives
because I'm going here. Because it goes
that
to
gives
me.
Aaron with 3 on the list. That means for Bears, Aaron wins the Bears.
What's our Chris? What's our list? What is the definitive top
So the
five?
consensus top 5 for your top 5 is at number 5, Smokey the Bear.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, we got Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah.
Number 3, the Bernstein Bears. And number 2, the Koala Bear. And then number 1, taking the cake, Ursa Major.
Yes.
All right.
Those were the Bears. This was the podcast. Thank you guys all for coming.
Do we
Thank
have
you
a
guys
comment
all for
section?
listening.
I'd love to see the
Yeah,
comments.
hit us up. We'll have a YouTube, and then we'll have a Instagram going.
Follow us on YouTube at Top 5 Go. You can find us on Instagram at Top 5 Go, and you can make sure you like and comment and subscribe.
We'll be here.
On all the things we're going to be on. We're on Spotify. We're going to be on Apple Music, Apple Podcasts in a little bit.
Also, if you want to throw in any topics for us to talk about, let us know.
Put in the comments.
We'd
Yeah.
love to debate.
It was great having you guys here. Allison, thank you once again for
Thank
coming,
you,
Allison.
Allison.
Thank you. And with that was your top 5, and that is us. All right, guys. Bye.
Championship! Championship!